Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Sarah Louise. I'm an intuitive. I'm a reader of the cosmic weather, and I'm here showing up to let you know what energy is going to be around this week and how you can best navigate yourself to have the most incredible week, taking all those beautiful kind of lessons and blessings that this universe is presenting to us. So, it's a great week. Yeah, it really truly is. Yeah, it's actually a really great life if you want to look at it like that. Yeah, there's nothing major cosmically happening in our environment this week. You know, yes, we're still on the back of that full moon in Sagittarius, which I believe was an incredibly beautiful, healing, abundant, high vibe, high frequency full moon. Well, that's what it was for me and my crew. Yeah, and this week it's like, you know, the whole vibe or the whole energy of May has been really, you know, do the work, now reap the rewards. Yeah, and this week is no different to that. Yeah, and I do believe that as we go into June, we've got more of this. Yeah, and I want to go back and say, you know, the beginning of the year was hectic. Yeah, it was hectic. It was really challenging. It was really pulling. It was like, it like expanded us. It stretched us. And we had to dig deep, and we had to do some really big work on ourselves and let go of stories and rise up and face challenges and, you know, push through and keep showing up. And you know, it was huge. And those of us that really, you know, did the work through that, really pushed through that, the rewards now are huge. And I always feel like before we can up level, there's this kind of like, it's like a hovering round of tests, you know. The universe kind of comes in and goes, okay, you're asking for this up level. Are you really ready for it? Do you really, you know, will you value it? Are you in alignment with it? Because remember, we can't have something until we line up with it. So many of us right now, and if you're watching this, I'm going to put you in that category, like, you know, we really, those first few months of the year, right up until kind of April, right into April, that eclipse season, like we really was like, whoa, you know, take a good hard look at myself, my programs, my stories, what's still playing out here. Like, what do I need to step away from, step up to, release, rise up? And now it's like, and May's been like, wow, you know, it's good, I'm good. And it doesn't mean that nothing's going on to push and pull, but it doesn't affect us like it was. And it's not as challenging because the vibration in which we are on is different, it's higher. You know, and you know, when we're low vibe, we attract in like sickness and illness and like trauma and like we sometimes need to go into that space to feel it, to understand it, to learn from it. Yeah, but we don't need to stay there. That's totally a choice. Yeah, if we do the work, we can rise up in our vibration for sure. Yeah. So this week, it's the last week of May. The energy is beautiful, and I really want you to focus on yourself and your beautiful body and your mind and kind of, you know, really go, okay, well, if this vehicle, this body is going to carry me for the next however long, what do I need to do to nurture it, to look after it? Because if this body's not good, then it's going to be a challenge later on. So that's the real focus right now for many. You know, how can I keep my mind really clear? What do I need to do? Because you know what? We are now living in this really, I'm going to say toxic, but I really don't like that word. There's a few words that I don't like, and toxic's one of them because it's kind of like it's so overused. But our environment where we are isn't conducive to wellness. You know, we sit inside on computers, you know, the lights, our sleep possibly is not enough, we don't move enough, like all the things that this incredible body needs, we're probably not doing. So I want you to look this week at these little changes that you can make that are going to really support this vehicle. So for example, I'm outside, like I bang on about, go outside, be in the sunlight, like, yeah. And I sit in my office and do my weeklies. So you know what, I've come outside. Yeah, it's a little bit warm where I am and I'm a bit hot, but you know what? How beautiful is that? The light, the natural light is good for me. It's nourishing, the vitamin D. It's like, so go outside, drink more water, meditate, be in nature, do all the things you know you need to do. Just those little things like Nanny used to do. What did Grandma used to do? Well, my grandma used to wake up in the morning and drink lemon water, and put porridge on her skin. Yeah, and have a nice relaxing magnesium bath before she did anything, and did her little arm exercises. She was still doing that into her 90s. Because she had this really disciplined routine of every day what she did to look after her body. And when she did that, it actually looked after her mind too, because she felt super clear and she knew what she was doing, and she felt well and she felt healthy, and she ate a lot of fresh fruit that absorbed beautiful sunlight. So I really want you to have a think this week. Okay, the energy's good. I've done a lot of really deep self-work. Now I'm going to go, okay, well, I want to look after this body. I'm going to think long-term. What are my long-term goals? What are my long-term plans? How am I going to get there? How am I going to get there in the best possible shape? Because seriously, do we want to right now be spending all our time building success to get to that point where we think we can stop the building success and enjoy it and be smashed, who doesn't come in and tell me they're burnt out? Yeah, or they got headaches from screens, or their systems are messed up. Yeah, so let's just start making a few little changes so that we can enjoy, because you know what, we are creating some incredible lives. We're stepping up, we're doing the work. And when I say doing the work, if you don't know what that is, have a look at the written. I've wrote down just a little short process of, how do you heal your traumas, your process, your stories, your old triggers. How do you rise up above them and, move from them and not be stuck in them? Yeah, because when we totally let them all go and we're living in the present and we're looking forward and life's amazing and nothing really comes in and triggers us because we don't really care anymore. And it's not I don't care in a horrible way. It's just I'm not attached. It's cool. Life's cool. I'm good. I'm enjoying the moment. I'm enjoying all the little things, and I'm so grateful, and I'm so appreciative, and I'm the optimist now. Yeah? So we can be that, or we can be oh my God, I need a coffee, I didn't sleep, I got to get this work done. Oh my God, looking down. Yeah? Stressed. It's a choice, It's totally a choice. And I really mean that. I could sit here and say to you life's hard, let me tell you about my story. And you go, oh, but why? Right now, in this moment, moving forward, wow. So your gratitude every day, looking after yourself, getting back into those cycles of nature, looking after your body, looking after your mind, meditating, being quiet, finding the good in things. Something comes up and triggers you, and there's an issue, or there's a problem, or there's one of your old stories, what's my part in this? Why am I being triggered? If there was nothing in me, I wouldn't be being triggered. So I'm holding something here. Okay, let me go work on it. Let me just polarize it, diffuse it. Let me look at all the benefits of how this really works for me. Oh my God, that was great. It's no longer a problem, but it's oh my God, that was so interesting. I'm so curious about myself. And you may be thinking, oh, Sarah, why are you so positive? And that's because I choose to be. Yeah, totally choose to be. So that's what this week is for you. It's a choice. There's no big major alignments going to come in and distort the energy and knock you off your, No, there's not. the universe has given us this beautiful break to really kind of practice what we've learned. So please do that this week. Really focus on the incredible you. Yeah, your beautiful world, you know, cleanse it, clear it, make it beautiful, light a candle, yeah, walk into your spaces and just, you know, connect with them. And if you're not doing that, you know, paint a wall, clear a cupboard, do whatever you need to do. Write down a list, start ticking it off. Yeah, be consistent, unwavering, discipline, you know, all these things that we know we just have to practice, and when we do, life's great. So there's your message for this week. Yeah, have an amazing week. I'm just looking, I'm on my other job today. So yeah, that's my little logo of my other job that I do. So yeah, it's all out there helping, you know, guiding. But yeah, have an amazing week. You deserve an amazing week. It's up to you if you have an amazing week. It's all your choice. Yeah, and if things come up, do the work on them. Yeah, I love you all. There's no live sessions. We just had our live session last week. I won't see you for a live session until that next full moon and the solstice at the end of June. So have an amazing week, and I'll see you next week.